The Great Gatsby is an American novel made by F. Scott Fitzgerald. If you haven't heard of this book or the movie, then you probably haven't finished high school yet. Well, I'm gonna give you a little synopsis. It's basically about a bunch of rich a-holes who do whatever they want and don't really care about anyone else. The main character is a man named Nick. But you know what? Screw Nick. We aren't talking about Nick today now. The person I want to talk about today is a man called J. Gatsby. Or as we later find out in the book, his name's actually James Gats. The reason I want to talk about Gatsby is because I believe he is the biggest simp. For those who don't know, simp, according to the Urban Dictionary, means a man that puts himself in a submissive position under women in hopes of winning them over without the female bringing anything to the table. Now this can also go either way for man or female, female to man, but I'm going to talk about man for female. Yep. If you've ever read the book or watched the movie, you will know the whole plot is about Gatsby, who tries to win over Daisy from Tom. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using examples from the 2013 adaptation of the book, because if I'm being honest, I don't really want to search through a book to find examples. The movie's a lot more easier to find examples in. Okay. In the movie, we find out the reason why Gatsby has these giant parties and lives across the river from Daisy. Because about 5 years ago, he meets Daisy at this party and falls in love with her. The reason why he doesn't marry her is for two reasons. The first was because he had to go fight in the war, and the second was because he was too poor to marry her. So you know what Gatsby decides to do? He starts selling beer illegally. Now, you have to remember, at the time this book was set in the 1920s, there was a prohibition, which basically means you couldn't buy beer. So, this man, right here, decides to break the law and wait 5 years to find this chick who is now married. Who the hell does that? Not to mention, the whole time, he was kind of stalking her from across the river. Ugh. Now, before I get off topic, here are the requirements for being a simp. First, the person needs to try to win over the woman. I think we have that checked off, with Gatsby sending all this money to impress Daisy. Now, the second requirement is the woman has to be below average. Now, for Daisy, I believe she is a below-average woman. I don't want to offend Kathy Mulligan. I do think she is an attractive lady. But I don't understand why Gatsby is doing all of this over her. Even the book agrees with me, describing Daisy as a careless person who is using Gatsby to get back at Tom. Now, yes, the book does describe Daisy as a beautiful lady, but her personality isn't. I quite frankly think Daisy is a horrible person who, spoiler alert, ends up getting Gatsby killed. And the worst part is that she leaves town and doesn't even go to the funeral. Who does that? Huh? Who does that? So, with those reasons, I believe Gatsby is one of the biggest simps. Remember, this is just my opinion. You can think whatever you want. Alright? Well, you know, I hope y'all enjoyed my first video of pop culture analysis. Hopefully, I'll make more talking about different pop culture things I find interesting. Well, until next time, I've been Alex there, and I bid you a good day.